Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Guess what? It's showtime for Midday Plays Live. I'm your host, Mindy with Tiffany Mantz, who had to run and hurry to get back home to get to the show. So we're all thankful that she is here today. I think, what did you have to do? You had to go to Lunch Buddies? Is that what I hear?
Yeah, it was something at the school. Savannah was mad at me because the kid next to her was reading a book about Josh Allen, and she was like, "You like his book better than mine, don't you?" I was
like, "No, false." I love. Who did she have? Like Harry Potter or something?
It was a cute book. Fish in a tree, maybe is a tree and a fish. I don't know.
I don't know. Awesome. But hey, you guys, thanks for joining us. Oh, yeah, thanks for joining us. But we are here every Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern, here to give you the best, I don't know, picks, predictions, props, same game parlays, however you want to say, right? I mean, we're ready to go today. We had a pretty good day yesterday. I see Ziggy just joined us. I think Ziggy might have got the best of me yesterday. I like the Ducks on the puck line. He liked the Avalanche. They only won 8-2. So Ziggy, nice job on calling the Avalanche on the puck line there. But hey, I had a good day of betting. Was up about $300 personally, that sort of thing. We can kind of go ahead and take a look at. Let's see if I can go over to Tony'sPicks.com. Let's try it out and see what we come up with. It's always, I'm getting used to sharing all the screens and all that kind of good stuff. But hey, it's kind of close, right? I mean, it's a little bit janky, but we can deal with that, right? But Ramon had a nice day. Hollywood Sam, I said GIP, VIP. I was going to say our general manager of Tony's Picks, our VIP. Also Collins, and I was up there with a little bit of cash. So yeah, we had some good days. Tiffany's still on that 7-day leaderboard. I mean, she's just crushing it. I mean, I just want to go to your page real quick. So I'll click on you, and then we're going to take a look at what you've been doing here. Up $85 yesterday. But yeah, I want to show these records. These are pretty cool. Look at this. Can you see this? Let's make sure I got it right. Yeah, you can see it, right? I mean, what? You're only up $905 in the NBA, $551 in the NHL. Oh, and you still were positive on the season for college baseball. But yeah, you've been, crushing it lately. And again, this is a nice way that you could go ahead and check out your Capper records. You can take a look at where I'm at. You can go see me. And then also you can find our pick packages from here. So you can see here that I have an NBA guaranteed 3-pack, a 7-pack of plays in the NHL. And then if we look at my 2023, it's mostly college football, up 1201. And we gave out some more free play winners there yesterday. But Tiffany, it looks like I forgot to go over your packs. So you can tell us what you have on your pick pack.
I got a 5-pack today, $35. That's a cattail, sorry. Ash is very into my picks. But yeah, I got a 5-pack today, $35, get you 2 NBA, 2 NHL, and I got 1 NFL play in that package.
There it is right there. 5 pick plays, 2 NBA, 1 NFL, 2 NHL. And so yeah, it's real easy to find the pick packages. You can just go over here to the best bets. Which is also like our $15 picks, right? So you can see Tiffany has her best bet today in the NHL. Mine, of course, is for Thursday night football. But yeah, again, use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Has anyone got any props up? Not yet today. Are you planning on getting some props up today, Tiffany?
I'm going to give you a prop for free. Does that count?
I think it does. So Tiffany has to run here again pretty soon. So we'll just say hi to some folks real quick. I want to say hi to Ron. He had a good night. Still doesn't know why the Timberwolves blew his parlay. Yeah, that's crazy. He likes OKC tonight. No Steph Curry. I like the Bengals +4. But he's like, hey, I'm going to take alternate line. Cincy +7. Chase over the 60, 70 yards. And Joe Burrow over 225 passing. Oh, and then a couple more. Mixon over 40. Andrews over 40. I think you're going to go over some of that, right?
I feel like I could probably just log off.
Should say hi to Bionic hey, like Ron said, make sure you guys like, subscribe, click on the bell to get the latest notifications. I did write it down. Tony's at 39986. So we want to get him to 40,000 so he gets a special award. So minimize the chat. Go ahead and click the like button. So this, video goes totally viral on YouTube, right? Want to also say hi to Thomas Lewis. We got B. Mordre. He's in the house. What else we got? Oh, I said Ziggy. Where did Ziggy go? I know you're there. There he is. He said, hey, what's up, guys? And then one of my favorites, the Gotcha All Day. That's all I know. Gotcha All Day here. Gotcha All Day. All right. B. More says, Ravens are winning this game, Ron. So I think you got a challenge there. And then Ron says, hey, did you tell Tiffany about the free 200? I did.
Yes.
I told her about it. I don't know if you've done anything with it.
I downloaded the app, but it wanted like a picture of my driver's license, and I was too lazy
Was it next to you?
To go fetch it when I downloaded it. So I'm doing that today.
But yeah, I mean, I won 3 out of my 4 free bets. So, I got what, 100, I don't know. What? I can't even keep track. $150-ish dollars of free money.
Are you mathing?
I'm trying.
Mathing is hard.
Works very good. All right. So hey, let's get into it. Since Tiffany has to run here, she has a same game parlay for Thursday Night Football for us. Win lots of cash, I hear. Oh yeah, let's before you start, let's say what's on the menu tonight. So today we're doing Reuben's, right, which is basically corned beef, cabbage, Swiss, Thousand Island dressing on rye.
Yeah.
And then we're also having.
You got the good bread.
I did get the marble rye, the good bread, yes. And our mother, since Tiffany and I were going to be doing an NFL podcast. I wish I knew I forgot to get the name of the podcast. Maybe I can find it real quick, but we're going to be on a podcast tonight giving out our NFL picks. So again, let's see if I
don't even know. I know we're doing it. I know we're doing it at 6:30, but I said, is it live or is that pre-recorded?
It is going to be.
I guess we could probably talk
about here. It's called the 3-2-3 with Reed Murphy, and the YouTube network is 3-2-3 Network. So we are going to be on today. I think it might be pre-recorded, but again, it's one of those that you guys can go ahead and check that one out. We are going to be. I think it's pre-recorded, so I don't think it's live, but we're going to be on at 6:30 our time for like an hour, giving out our picks, right?
Yep, and we'll certainly share that when it does go.
Yeah, when we know more, right? All right. So yeah, go ahead and shoot with your same game parlay. I feel like I'm holding off. I'm keeping you a long time.
I know. I'm like, I do have another meeting I got to get to at 1:00.
All right, so let's go. Go fast. It's okay. Again, I told folks that they can write it down or screenshot, or maybe I can put it in the chat when you go.
And so like we've already talked about, or somebody mentioned, I think it was Dre, I like the Ravens winning this outright. So I'm taking Ravens at the +6.5.
Alternate lines. Yeah.
So looking at the Ravens or this game at the under 52.5. 75% of these games are going under. I just think what we've seen, the trend lately is that these games have just been so low scoring, especially on the prime time games. Nobody wants to score touchdowns. I also like Joe Mixon over 45 yards. We saw the Browns run all over the Ravens. So I think that's a pretty sure bet. I think Ron said 40. I do it through MGM, and the lowest I got there was 45. So I'm doing the 45 yards rushing. I like Mark Andrews, plus 45 yards receiving. His stats, he's 8 out of 9. He's gone over 45 yards, and he's been doing great. I'm also taking Gus Edwards at 40 yards rushing. The Bengals are ranked 3rd in yards allowed for their opponents. I think this is going to be a lot of running on these games. And I like Jamar Chase, 70 yards receiving. He had a great game last week. I feel like he's back. He's over his injuries. Him and Joe Burrow have always had a connection. They're like soulmates, and I think they're both feeling better. Last week he had 6 receptions, 124 yards, and a TD, which is great for my friends who have him on their fantasy team.
Right, which they do, right?
Because he's one that, you know, everybody was excited about at the beginning of the season, and he's had a rough year, and so I'm like, we're glad to see him back. If I put that in my MGM, that was plus 900. If you look for a booster, that's a pretty good bet. That's what I'm going with for this evening.
Awesome. All right. Well, Tiffany, thank you for rushing around, hauling the children, going to a lunch buddy program, getting here. So you better get going.
Yes,
you know,
and I got to go to my job, so I will chat with y'all later.
Hey, peace out.
Bye-bye.
I'll see you. Bye. Woo, there she goes. I don't know. Do you like the? I kind of like the space background, so you don't get me in full force. Oh well, we'll do it. Boom. One moment. I'm real good at controls. Can you tell? Jeez. All right. So we got other stuff going on here today. What? Butterscotch is here. He said he's late too, running around. Had to work today overnight. Ron hates the bet MGM because they take away his player props before the game, which they do. It's one of those, like, if you want to bet player props, you got to do it, like, especially for college, you got to do it like basically the day before or when you see them in there. Otherwise, they're boom, gone. And B-More said, hey, I got some plays for tonight. Is that Pittsburgh Panthers? I like the Flames and the Kraken. Or is that the Pittsburgh Penguins? Maybe he's talking all hockey there. Pittsburgh Flames and Kraken. All right. Butterscotch hates MGM too. I don't know. It's one of those, like, I kind of play some of those just to go ahead and do some of the free bets. They give me free money. I'm like, yeah, I'll go ahead and play them, I guess. All right. Well, let's go ahead and do a couple more games for you. So Tiffany gave you that same game parlay. Hopefully it works with what you guys already have ready to go. We're going to go ahead and take a look at not much for the NBA today, right? Just 2 games. I have 3 picks that I already have in the system. So I'm going to go ahead and give you my other pick that I didn't quite put as a premium. Still like this one. It's the Nets versus the Heat. I will be taking the Heat on the money line here today. I have this one basically coming in at, I can't remember. I have, shoot, let's see if I can find my page real quick. And where are we at? NBA. Here we are, NBA. And I'm going to go back to my formulas, and then I can tell you what I have. Oh, yeah, here it is. Okay, I have the Heat, 109 to 106. And then I also have the Heat at 111 to 109. So those are some Heat winners. But as you could tell, those lines are really, really, really close in there. So that's something that you want to make sure that you go ahead and be careful about. I like to play the larger variances myself, but again, I have the Heat winning on the money line, but it's by the thinnest of margins. I don't know for sure if they're going to cover that 3 spread. It's kind of up in the air on which model that you go ahead and take a look at. All right. Let's go ahead and do that college football game that I kind of talked about a little bit. It is today going to be Boston College versus the Pitt Panthers. I don't know if Tony Dorsett's going to be playing tonight or not, but I will take Pittsburgh here today. Again, I'm going to take them on the money line, and here's why. So I have Pittsburgh at a 59.9% chance of winning this game outright. I have them covering by 3.59. So Pittsburgh, the line is -3, so I have them covering by a 0.59 points. And I like to get the variance in there to like 5 to 7 points if I can. So this is kind of close. So if I take it on the money line, I'm at a 3.59 variance. So I feel pretty good about that. And again, if I buy it another 3 more points, then I'm looking at about 6.59. So that gets me real close to a touchdown. So that's kind of why this is one I'm probably not going to go ahead and put out for other people to bet as a premium. But if I were to go ahead and get this in my range, I would take Pittsburgh on the money line or take them at about +3, something like that. Butterscotch said, hey, I took OKC today. And Ziggy said, hey, I like the under in that Nets game. And I think I might have, giving you, some of my numbers. So it just depends on what you think that you like in there, right? And want to say hi to Darren today as well. All right. Do you guys have any thing that you want to take a look at in the NHL? I have a lot of plays today. I have 9 that I really like. I can go ahead and give you my best bets out there. And that today would probably be the Kings on the money line. So really like the Kings here today. The Kings. Where's my numbers? I have them all printed out here. There they are. There's the Kings. So yeah, I have the Kings winning 4 to 2.87. That's kind of what I'm looking at for the Kings here today. So I like them on the money line. I think they've been playing pretty well for the most part. They do usually play better at home. But if I look at what they've been doing right now is these kill percentages, the Kings are sitting at 87.23 on that kill percentage. So that is a big deal, right? What else? What else you guys want to go? What should we take a look at? How about we take a look at what's my best play for totals? That would be the under 6 in the Golden Knights. That game there, let's see. Golden Knights, they're sitting at a 2.4. Oh, no, that would be the Canadians, 2.4. The Golden Knights, 3.3. So that would give me an under game. So we're looking at right at 5 or 6. And again, Scotch said, hey, I like St. Louis today in regulation. I don't mind that at all. I mean, I'm probably looking at St. Louis here on the puck line. That is for sure. Because otherwise, I don't think anyone wants to pay minus 200 against the Sharks. Let's just go ahead and beat up on them again today. And then Darren says, hey, I'm on the Vancouver Canucks, the Penguins, and the Golden Knights. I cannot complain about those picks there. And Ziggy said, hey, I like Tampa Bay today. I like the Lightning minus 1.5. So that's something that you have to take a look at. I mean, Lightning, if you're taking a look at them, on the money line sitting at minus 191, I really like that. And Ziggy, again, got the best of me yesterday with that Avalanche team. That's for sure. Oh, yeah. So he said, hey, what about Kings on the money line and the under? So again, I did like the Kings on the money line, but I'm kind of going ahead and trending a little bit to the over. So not a real big variance. And again, when I have odds that are sitting at minus 130 for me, those are not hitting a lot. So I like the odds when it's sitting at, say, plus money up to minus 110. Those are my buckets in my modeling that hit the best. So for this one here, when it's sitting at a minus 131 and I have it over by a 0.10, that's something that I'm probably not playing, but I would lean to the over if you had to like twist my arm, right? That's kind of how I look at that one. He said, hey, I also like the Coyotes, Penguins, and the Blues under. I do like the Blues under, that's for sure today. Also like the Coyotes. They are on my list, and I do like the Penguins. So, hey, it sounds like we kind of have a lot of consensus today in hockey. And wow, we get afternoon hockey, right? 1 p.m. here today. So in about a half hour, we get the Red Wings. So let's see. On that one there, I have an over game, and I have the Red Wings plus 1.5. Otherwise, I think they're playing Ottawa, right? Gosh, I can't remember right now. Yes, they're playing the Senators. I would take the Senators on the money line. So I have the Senators on the money line, Red Wings on the puck line, and I have over on that one. Kings over and Blues under. Yes, still like the Blues over. Kings over. Yes, I like those. And Darren says, hey, I took St. Louis on the puck line. Yeah, totally agree with that one. That one there is highlighted in green for money. For me, Scotch says, hey, I like the Canucks today plus 1.5. I do as well, sitting at minus 213. Also like the Canucks on the money line. Ziggy said, I kind of like the Bengals against the spread tonight. Hey, I think it's going to be a close game. I'm kind of up in the air on that spread play. Honestly, I would take, I don't know, I'm kind of leaning Ravens on the money line. That's kind of where I'm looking at right now. So yeah, it's going to be a good one though, I think. And again, I have modeling where this one is going over. But I am going to stay away from it just because I know that these primetime games really don't go over much at all. And I think it's going to be one of those by the slimmest of margins also. All right. Do I like Boston College? Daryl said. No, not really. I'll kind of go over it again here. So I have Pittsburgh at -3. I have Pittsburgh covering by 3.59. So it's a very slim margin, right? Just 0.59. I have Pittsburgh at a 60% chance of winning it outright. So when I have that, I'm looking at it as I'm going to go ahead and take Pittsburgh. I'm not going to flip my my vote per se. I'm not going to flip it and say I'll take the +3 to Boston College. I think it's more than not with the way this modeling looks that it's going to be Pittsburgh covering this. But for me, if I was going to play personally, I'm going to take Pittsburgh on the money line, or I'm going to go ahead and take Pittsburgh, say like +3 to get me closer to a 7-point variance as much as I can. I like to be within 5 to 7 or higher, of course. But again, if you're going to say, who are you going to take on the spread, I would go ahead and still take Pittsburgh -3 because my modeling has them at 3.59. What about the under? Well, it seems like all of these games are going under, but I find during the week, my modeling for over-unders on the totals are not as good. I don't know what it is. It seems like play is not as good during the week. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because you're not in prime time. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I mean, for me, I would probably go ahead and lean to the under, but it's probably not going to be any sort of play with me only because it is a weekly event. And these games during the week, I feel like my modeling has been a little bit off. And that's why I'm not looking forward to Tuesday to any more, preseason NBA tournaments or in-season tournaments. All they do is totally blow up my numbers. Don't like it at all. But yeah, Ziggy said, finally a good Thursday night game. That's true, I think. And Darren says, hey, wait, I'm on BC and I'm on the over 45. Hey, like I said, it's really, really close. I really can't complain with what you guys do out here. I don't really have a good opinion on the game. I'm just going to say my modeling's close. Mindy is staying out. I'm not betting this game tonight. There's plenty of other stuff like NHL that I'm all in, so that I'll be on that tonight. So I feel the need of not having to bet that game. But if you like it, I was just going to give you my tidbits on where my modeling stands, right? Oh, there he says, taking it on an alternate line. See, that's what I think is perfect, right? Because that would fit into my modeling. Boston College, I have them, with the spread covering this game. So yes, perfect. We can all win then. Boston College +7. Pittsburgh covers the -3. Pittsburgh on the money line seems like a safer bet. Or you could go ahead and take Pittsburgh plus points, right? Should be a good one. Hey, maybe you can play it both ways. You can take Boston College +7, Pittsburgh +3, middle it, win both ways. Same game parlay. There you go, right? There you go. All right, you guys, that's all I have here for today. Hopefully Tiffany will be back tomorrow. We can keep her a little bit longer. I'm trying to think if there's anything else good. A couple more football games tomorrow. Otherwise, we're kind of basically. Wait, Ziggy has a question. What if your gut says something and your model says something else, Mindy? What do you do? It's called I don't do it. That's seriously what it is. Like, I have a model. I know it's good, right? I mean, I have a model and I know it's good. I've been testing it over a long, long time, right? And again, if it's one of those that my gut tells me something and I want to stay off of it, then I do. Otherwise, I just play what my modeling does because I know I'm giving myself at least a 60 to 70% chance of being on the right side. So if something like this is close, I don't need to play it. There's plenty of plays out there that fits my modeling, that fits my system, that hits me in those buckets of being over at least 55%. That's where I want to be. But like for hockey, I'm playing plays that with my modeling and where the variances hit, it's like a 74% chance of win. And that's what I like to do, right? I mean, why do I take a 50-50 when I can take 75. So it doesn't make sense to me to just go ahead and play with your gut. I know that you guys do that out there. I get it. It's fun. It's gambling. It's what you do. But for me, I think it's hard to beat Vegas. I've told you guys this tons of time. It's hard to beat Vegas. So take your money, take your little bits of money away from Vegas, use your free same game parlays to get your money back, your no sweats. Play, higher odds so you can get something back rather than none. I mean, for just say college basketball, play all of the minus 1500s or more and put it all in a parlay. It's going to sit at minus 150, put $10 on it, to win 5, whatever. That's what I do. I mean, I just try to, get as much as I can out of Vegas. It's hard to do. You guys know that, and I'm glad that you guys follow, some of our suggestions of how we've done this. We've been in the business like 30 years, and so we think we're pretty good at it by now. And so we're just chipping away, putting money in our pockets. All right. And I know you guys are good out there in the chat. I know you guys are good. So I appreciate your insight as well. I like to hear what you guys do, who you're on. And again, I think it's great when we have consensus because that's what we try to do here. All right, you guys, take care. I will see you tomorrow. Make sure you like, subscribe, click on the bell to get the latest notifications. Also, make sure you get over to tonyspicks.com, where if you are having some trouble or need some advice, Tiffany, she just popped up. She said, hey, I should have just stayed. I'm now sitting in traffic waiting for a train. Oh, goodness. It's never a dull moment here in the Midwest. That's all I got to say. All right, you guys, take care. Let's have a good day. Let's get some wins in there. Scotch, have a good day. He's giving us the money tongue signs. And go Kraken. I think they're going to get it done today. All right, guys, have a good day.